People often believe it's the man who would bring this up to the woman.
No.
Antoinette, you brought it up.
Yes.
Oh, I want an open marriage. You want open divorce. That's what you want.
The fact that I love him, but also love someone else.
Yes, we are in an open relationship 24/8. It was my idea.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Thanks for coming again, guys. We're hopping into another video. I just ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell so you can catch my content as soon as it drops. Now today I have one for you here. This one is going to be talking about open marriages. I touched on it before, but it's about open marriages. And what's happening is, before I showed a white woman.
This guest is a woman who was married when she decided she needed to sow her wild oats. Robin Rinaldi had been married 9 years when she asked her husband to consider an open marriage. He agreed, and they spent the next 12 months having sex with other people.
And he was pretty open-minded, and he actually decided to get a vasectomy. And I think this was kind of his compromise with me to let me have a little bit of time to process that and do a little bit of my sowing of my wild oats.
Prior to that moment, did you believe, I am deeply in love with this man, we are connected, was your sex life good, if you don't mind me asking?
It was, and I was in love with him. Of course, we were together 18 years and please everyone, and so it was a lot of emotions the first time.
Over the course of the year, how many people did you sleep with?
12.
White people having open marriages, but now I'm showing it from the blacks as well, because it's happening from all genres, all the nationalities in the US is doing this, and it's a new thing, and it's actually promoted by media. So we're gonna hop into this video today. This video right here, this first one is titled, "This Couple is in an Open Marriage and Why They Love It." But do they both love it? We shall see.
When you tell people that you're in an open marriage and with multiple partners, what's the most common reaction to that?
They don't believe us.
Yeah. Or they ask God why we even bothered to get married. Yeah. But then I always tell them, we got married for the same reason everybody gets married. I met somebody who I wanted to start a life with, raise a family with, and that was enough. And exclusivity didn't need to be a part of that.
13 years. You were together 5 years before you got married. A total of 13. If we're going again by stereotype, people often believe it's the man who would bring this up to the woman. That was not the case, and is not the case in the majority of these marriages.
No.
Antoinette, you brought it up.
Yes,
See, now that's the first thing right there. When a woman brings up, look at this guy's face. Look at his face. He looks like he's about to bawl out crying, right? She brought it up. Now, obviously, I can look at this man's face and his reactions. He's broken inside, right? I see it. You guys see it too. This man is so broken. She took his nutsack. I would dare my wife to bring up, but she wouldn't even think about it. Oh, I want an open marriage. You want open divorce. That's what you want. You want an open divorce. Doesn't matter what it costs. You pay it. Pay those fees. You'll bounce back. But let's keep going.
I've been non-monogamous in some way, shape, or form my entire adult life. The traditional, having to pigeonhole yourself and force yourself into what often ends up being an unfulfilling and unhappy relationship had no appeal to me.
Hold up. She just said, I'm a 3 or 4. I'm a slut bucket. I like stalling penis for later. That's pretty much what she said. Now, why would you marry this man? If you've never been in a monogamous relationship, why would you marry this man? He didn't sign up for this. But this is what they're preaching right now inside of the good old United States, right? And men aren't signing. That's why guys are saying, you know what? I'm done with this. What is a guy gonna do? He's gonna be married to a woman 5 years? He was married to her for 5 years. 5 years? You got bored that fast? I've been married to my wife for 7 years. In 5 years? Well, they were together for 5 years. Sorry about that. They were together for 5 years. But then you get married and then, 13 years now. Now you're talking about open marriage. And he obviously is not choosing that. I feel sorry for this brother, but I don't feel sorry for him because he shouldn't be standing for it.
I was always someone that said, I like this person, but I also like this person. Why do I have to
Look at that face.
So for me, finding someone that was on the same wavelength and at least open to exploring the fact that, no, we don't have to choose.
Finding a person that's open to exploring, no, we don't have to choose. That don't look like the face of a man that was open to exploring. It looks like a man that's lost. It looks like a set mangina. I heard that saying before. People would say that, but that's him. He's a set mangina. This is an example of a set mangina, okay? This is an example of her going out of the relationship probably the entire time and probably told him about it. He said, no, baby, I want to stay married. Let's just keep married. Oh, you want to do a relationship? She probably told him, I can't be faithful. Could you imagine what was that? But now this is the lie right here on television. They got to make it look sweet for television. Could you imagine how she emasculated this man? Oh, well, you know, you're not doing it right. I can imagine. Right? When women start looking outside of the relationship, you ain't doing something right. You're not doing it right. You know, so this man worked on himself, probably has a good career, okay, and he's stuck. He's stuck in an open marriage.
The fact that I love him, but also love someone else, has no impact on my love for him.
You said she put a hand on him? Oh, man. I said, get off of me. But yeah, this shows what happens if you're too nice. You can't be too nice. And women don't like that anyway, so that's why she got bored. And that's facts. But anyway, guys, let's go on to the next one here. Now we have someone here who's putting in the spotlight, okay? This is actually a superstar comedian. Well, not really a superstar anymore. This is Monique. And Monique shares her secret to making open marriage work. Let's hop right into that. They're trying to push this on you guys.
We're here with the very funny and immensely talented Monique. Oh, that's right. And joining us now is her husband, Sidney Hicks. Well, here's a subject that I thought my fellow preachers would find very interesting. The two of you have a podcast called Monique and Sidney's Open Relationship. Is it true you all actually have an open relationship, and what does that mean?
And this show is called The Preachers, right? I just gotta share it. It's called The Preachers, and preachers wouldn't be promoting this stuff. That's all I have to say about that.
Open 24 hours. Is this, what's going on? What does it mean to be in an open relationship? And I know this was your idea, Sidney.
Well, yes, we are in an open relationship 24/8. Okay? And by that we mean that we're always open to conversation. We're open to the understandings that man and woman, or as a couple, we should have for one another. Thank you.
You automatically said, Sidney,
This is his idea.
and I think that's, when we first came out with it, everybody said, oh my God, how could Monique let that man do that to her?
Whose idea was it?
Well, because she's this big woman, and he's this good-looking man, and because she has this money, she's going to let that man do whatever he want to do just to say she has a fine man.
So y'all talking about, because you talk about emotion and conversation, but that's not what, y'all talking about sex.
Well, here's what makes it beautiful, John. Okay, shake your head one more time. Here.
Whose idea was it? Was it your idea?
It was my idea. Because
You see that? Hold up, you see that? Right there. Right there. It was her idea. It was her idea. You want to know why it's her idea? Same thing as the other woman. While she was married to him, the whole time she's on the road, and she's getting on the road. Okay? It's always usually their idea. They want to know what it's like to experience different men. She's in Hollywood. She has the ability to be able to get whatever guy she wants. She can pay for it. She can pay for it. Men don't want this stuff. Same thing, another broken man. He's sitting there, he's with a rich wife. Another emasculated man. And this is the thing now. Men are to be emasculated by women. That's why guys are leaving. This is why guys are leaving.
it was my idea. Because 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I'm an entertainer. And this is my best friend ever. And what I did not want to do was be dishonest with my best friend. There may be times I may want to be with other men.
Because you can't have a solid marriage anymore in the U.S. You married, and then you get robbed for your money. Your kids get taken away from you. And then you stay in a marriage, and you get emasculated. I'm done, man. This video is over. Get your passports.